We got some more NLDS action, games 4 and 5. Here's a look at the playoff bracket. The Boston Red Sox 1 game away from sweeping the Cleveland Indians and advancing back to the World Series. Meanwhile, the Diamondbacks are going to try to close out Cincinnati here these next 2 games at Great American Ballpark if they want a chance of making their first World Series in the past 20 years. The Reds coming off a big Game 3 win to keep themselves alive in the series, mainly with a late home run from pinch hitter Tucker Barnhart to do it. Diamondbacks changing up the lineup a little bit. No Marcus Semien, who has been struggling all playoffs, and Rob Robertson, the rookie, will take his spot in the lineup. Moustakas moving to short, and then you also have Jake Lamb and David Peralta batting back-to-back. Diamondbacks do not like hitting lefties back-to-back, but they're experimenting with that today. As on the mound for the Reds is Anthony DeScalfini, coming off a very good appearance in the NLDS. 7 innings, 11 Ks, 1 earned run, and the victory over the Nationals. As on the first inning, Diamondbacks getting a quick start, as here's Jake Lamb with a nice shot off the wall, and that'll be a 2-out double, and then that brings up David Peralta. As you can tell, the big plus about having these two back-to-back is the Diamondbacks have probably their most dangerous 2 hitters going 1 and 2. Lamb is able to obviously reach base, but Peralta doesn't ending the first inning. Or ending the top of the first, I should say. Looking at the Reds lineup, Joey Gallo making his first start of the NLCS. Also got lefties hitting at 2, 3, and 4 respectively in Eaton, Jeanette, and Gallo. As it'll be Robbie Ray on the mound. He pitched twice in the NLDS, getting a win and a no decision in the other ones, and he's been phenomenal. 2.4 ERA, .93 whip, 22 Ks. And this is for Robbie Ray, we all know and love, one of the best pitchers in baseball, as he strikes out Scooter Jeanette, who's going fishing. That's how the first ends. On to inning number 2. Here is the Moose, Mike Moustakas, with a nice shot. He's shopping gap into right center field for a 1-out double, so the Diamondbacks getting themselves a base runner. And then Wellington Money Castillo would drive him home. Castillo is very good in these clutch situations. When he needs to get on base, he does just that, putting a runner across for the D-backs. Inning would end, though, with a bad strikeout from Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray went 3 for 3 in Game 5 of the NLDS, putting his average at 600. That obviously went down today, as Ray does strike out Tyler Stevenson. On to the bottom of the 3rd, the pinch hitter is over. That'll be a single for Cincinnati. But he's not going to tag second, as Wellington Castillo is a part-time ball player, full-time sniper. Getting that man out. And then here's Anthony DeScalfini. He's going to strike out, ending the inning. And then the 4th, Adam Eaton, going with much of the same, swinging at the inside pitch. Robbie Ray grooving it. On to the 5th inning. Here's the rookie, Rob Robertson. Gets that one off of the noggin of Yasiel Puig for the single. He was thinking too, but he definitely made the right decision by just staying at first base. And then that'll bring up Robbie Ray, and everybody's safe. The double play doesn't work. The single play doesn't even work, if that's a thing. So now there's 2 on. 2 outs now for the Mook man, who's just going to line out to left. Nice play from Eaton, and the Reds get out of a little bit of a jam. Here's Joey Gallo. He's going to draw up a walk, so that puts on a runner with no outs. And then the following batter, Eugenio Suarez, draws a walk. So now 2 on for Tyler Stevenson, who strikes out. Big K for Ray. And then Yasiel Puig turns the ground out as psych, he's safe. And the inning would eventually end with a 3-6-3 double play. So close call for Arizona since he leaves them loaded. Let's move on now to the 6th inning, as Robbie Ray's starting to get hit on a little bit. He's not at full energy, clearly, as he does allow the early single to Jose Peraza. And then Mike Moustakas tagging the bag to end the inning, so the single means literally nothing. On to the 7th, Rob Robertson, more blind than Helen Keller. Don't know what he was swinging at. Another excellent start from DeScalfini. But Robbie Ray's been even better. He gets Joey Gallo swinging. There's Eugenio Suarez drawing his 2nd walk of the day, bringing up Tyler Stevenson, who rips a single into left. 2 on, 1 out, as that'll bring up Aquino, who grounds to short. Diamondbacks infield has more chemistry than a science project. 7 down, score remains 1-0. The Bats, we're not doing too much in this one. There's Pavin Smith, the pinch hitter, with a single. the first bench bat to get a base hit all postseason for Arizona, but it wouldn't matter as the red-hot Nick Williams grounds into a double play. Williams has been excellent in the NLCS after struggling in the NLDS. On to the 8th inning, Ramon Barreto strikes out. Yasiel Puig joins him, the pinch hitter. And then Jose Peraza floats that one over the head of Mookie Betts for a single. So since he has himself a runner on, 2 outs, it's not going to matter as Adam Eaton flies out. And we advance now to the 9th inning. Nice inning there from Reyes Maranta, who was in for Robbie Ray. So there's a superstition going on. When David Peralta hits a home run in the postseason, Arizona's 5-0. When he doesn't, they're 0-3. Peralta obviously has not hit a home run today, so chances are not looking good for the Diamondbacks technically, as Ozuna strikes out. And while Arizona's chances aren't theoretically looking good, Archie Bradley's coming in on for the save, the best reliever in baseball. So I think Archie Bradley is stronger than superstitions, right? Nope. As the first batter of the inning, Scooter Gennett rips that one down to left center field, and already the Reds have a runner on scoring position. Definitely not the start that Archie Bradley wanted, and Cincinnati has a golden opportunity. Following batter does not do much. That'll be a ground out for Joey Gallo. And then Eugenio Suarez, the following batter, rips that one into center. It is caught. Gennett decides to tag third after hesitating. He is safe. So now Cincinnati has a runner 90 feet away from home, and it's not going to matter as the Reds ground out. Tyler Stevenson was the one who grounded it, and the Arizona Diamondbacks are 1 win away from advancing back to the World Series. Phenomenal game from Robbie Ray. Oh my goodness, 7 innings, no earned runs. He is this team's MVP, and without him, they will not be alive. And as you can tell, the Boston Red Sox have swept the Cleveland Indians, so Boston will be representing the AL in the World Series, which isn't really a surprise. They did win 118 games this year, which, if you don't already know, is a large number. That is actually the record for most in a regular season. Anyway, besides the point, the Diamondbacks could clinch the World Series here tonight. This would be just their second NL pennant in franchise history. And on the mound for the Reds to save their season is Tyler Mahle. Has not pitched yet in the postseason, and he's going to have to keep him alive. Diamondbacks going with some of their throwbacks. These are not the 2001 jerseys, by the way. These are the jerseys from the mid-2000s. As Mookie Betts going fishing on the wild pitch. 2 gone for Moustakas, who gets the single in center. So Arizona has an early base runner. That'll bring up Marcell Ozuna, who's going to fly out to center. It will be caught, and the Reds get out of a little mini jam. And it'll be Touki Toussaint on the mound of this one for Arizona. Toussaint pitched a full game in the previous series against the Mets. I was back in Game 4. But his first batter, Jose Peraza, almost goes yard. That was so close to hitting the foul pole. Just look at it. Maybe an inch or two away. Not even exaggerating. Literally an inch or two away from hitting the foul pole. That's the difference from a home run and a weak ground out, as Peraza would be gunned down at first by Touki Toussaint. There's Adam Eaton striking out, and then a runner trying to steal second. He would be safe here in the second inning. That's Yasiel Puig. Does not matter as Ramon Barreto strikes out. Inning adjourned. Let's go to the third inning. Much of the same as Peraza would strike out. Both pitchers looking good. Now into the bottom of the fourth inning. That ball is tracked by Nick Williams. Score remains tied at 0. But not for long. Jake Mary had a little lamb going deep into right field. Lamb hit 45 bad boys in the regular season. That is his 4th dinger of the postseason. And Wellington Castillo, a few batters later, safe at first off of a bad defensive play. Wait, no, he's out. So despite the bobble at short, he would be okay. Or the Reds would be okay. On the bottom of the 5th, Cincinnati needs to start off with a rally, and they're going to get an early double from Scooter Gennett. That'll bring up Yasiel Puig, who draws a walk. It does set up a force out at all 3 bases, but it also gives Cincinnati a better opportunity to score. Following batter hits a single. Bases are juiced. And now with 2 outs, Cincinnati would answer with a 2-run single. That's Jose Peraza with the single. And Cincinnati is now up as they try to keep their potential World Series hopes alive. On to the 6th inning, beautiful bunt from Toussaint, who's almost safe at first. Ramon Brito gets to the bag at the nick of time for that one. Now to the bottom of the 6th inning, another base hit for Cincinnati as Toussaint starting to slow it down a little bit, but he does get Yasiel Puig on the high heat, 95-mile-an-hour fastball. So now to the 7th. Jake Lamb's first home run. He wasn't sure off the bat. This time, it's a no-doubter. His 2nd home run of the day, 5th of the postseason, and Arizona has tied it up at 2. And then things are going to get really interesting. Marcus Semien even gets a base hit. That's been a rarity for this postseason. He does only have to settle for a single. And that'll bring up David Peralta, who struggled these past couple of games. He does rip a single into right. So 2 on, 2 outs for Castillo, who grounds out to third. Eugenio Suarez makes the play. But the game is tied at 2, and things are getting interesting. On to the bottom of the 7th, nice play from Semien at short. Moving on to the 8th frame, there's Pavin Smith going on the 2-seam fastball from Michael Lorenzen. Bottom 8, Scooter Gennett on the slider. So now let's go to the 9th inning where things get really icy and dicey. Ozuna draws a walk. That'll bring up Jake Lamb, who's been the hero today, and he continues his hero role. The left fielder pulls off Grisham, remember the dude from the Brewers? Lamb is gunned down at third, but Ozuna scores. Diamondbacks take a 3-2 lead. Marcus Semien going to try to keep the rally alive, and sure enough, he would not be able to do that as it was caught in right by Puig, but Jake Lamb gets an RBI double, and that'll send out Archie Bradley. The Diamondbacks are 3 outs away from making it back to the World Series. First batter of the inning is Yasiel Puig. Nice play by Jake Lamb, getting dirty at first. Puig barely gunned down. Now 1 out, that'll bring up Ramon Brito right back to Jake Lamb. Arizona is 1 out away. And it'll be the hero role for Tyler Stevenson. Weak grounder to short. Semien makes the play, and the Diamondbacks are headed to the World Series for the first time since 2001. Arizona will win the NL pennant and will represent the National League in the Fall Classic. What a ride it's been for Arizona. They were 1 strike away from losing the NLDS, down 2-0 in that series against the Mets. They came back, they won the next 3 games, and now taking the Cincinnati Reds out in 5. And the Diamondbacks challenger is none other than the Boston Red Sox. This is going to be David versus Goliath, and the Diamondbacks are definitely Goliath. Arizona had the best record in the National League at 99-63, but they're still going to be the heavy underdogs in this series. What a game it was for Jake Lamb. 2 dingers, all 3 RBIs. Arizona's starting pitching is red hot. Robbie Ray and Toussaint, both there, as you can see, celebrating with their teammate. So, next episode will be Game 1 of the World Series. We'll also do a mini World Series preview. Get to know both the Diamondbacks and the Red Sox. That's where we will leave things off. Next episode is the big game. Diamondbacks, Red Sox, are you ready? Let me know in the comments below. Have a good one. Peace out.
Yo, hey, man!